Et bonjour à toutes et à tous, c'est Natendo et bienvenue dans ce nouvel épisode de Red Dead Redemption 2. J'espère que vous allez bien. Cette fois, il y a le son, le jeu. En tout cas, je l'espère, normalement. J'ai fait les vérifications pour qu'il y ait les sons du jeu. Alors, notre barbe est énormément trop poussée là, c'est dégueulasse. On va aller... on va aller sauvegarder le jeu, merci le jeu. Tailler, on va tailler, on va tailler... On va tailler le menton là. Là, ça a trop poussé, vous voyez. Hop. On va se mettre 4. Allez. Hop. C'est mieux. On a donc changé de camp dans le précédent épisode. Enfin, changé de camp, changé de campement plutôt. Et nous sommes donc du coup arrivés près de ce lac. Et c'est plutôt magnifique. On va pas se le cacher. Est-ce que je peux aller sur le ponton là-bas? Je peux aller sur le ponton. Il y avait le piaf. Ouais. Ça a fait plouf. Ok, ça me va. On est en habit rouge là. Je sens pas que j'ai sélectionné cette panoplie. Ça me l'a mise tout seul, j'ai l'impression. Mais notre campement est dans une zone de... Ok, non, c'est vraiment à la limite de la recherche. Là, on est recherché partout. Là, là, là. Et ici, on peut pas... Ouais, ça va être chaud. Ça va être chaud de payer ses dettes. Bref. On va aller voir si on peut pas prendre des munitions. Donc là, c'est la caisse. Si je me souviens bien. J'ai 525 ou j'ai 59? Ce qu'il y a dans la caisse. Non, c'est bon, j'ai 525. Donner de l'argent. Voir combien de dollars je peux mettre. Ok, c'est moi qui ai 500. C'est moi qui ai 525. Ok. On va pas donner autant. Hein. Je vais juste voir combien j'avais. On va donner 20 dollars. Allez, va. Va pour 20. Registre. On va aller voir le registre. Qui c'est qui a payé? $30. 30 cents. N'importe quoi. 2 dollars, 4 dollars, 6 dollars. 8 dollars, Karen. Bracelet, chaîne d'argent de 5 dollars. Ah bon, c'est nous le plus gros. La personne qui a gagné de l'argent également. Et là, on peut acheter des trucs normalement. Chariot remestros, non. Pour aiguiser l'essence. Je peux pas changer. Si, page suivante. Puissance de feu. C'est bien ça. La qualité. La qualité a augmenté. Vous pouvez payer pour regagner un chameau. Ok. T'es incendie à mission haute vélocité pour carabine. Page suivante. Les chevaux. Ferrière de vieux poulaillers. On s'en fout les poulaillers. Non. Peut-être acheter un poulailler. Acheter un poulailler pour le camp, les ragoûts de camp seront plus nutritifs et vous permettront d'augmenter votre sang-froid. Allez, va. On a un poulailler. Ça augmente notre sang-froid. Outil pour travailler le cuir. C'est une nouvelle option de l'artisanat. qui vend un bateau. 450 dollars le bateau. Ça pique un peu. Alors je sais pas où est ma tente, elle doit être là-bas. Hein. Si j'en crois la carte. Enfin le radar plutôt. Est-ce que je peux me prendre des munitions? Hop. On va tout prendre, hein. Très bien. Là, c'est le gun. Ouais. Prends-moi tout ça. Il me semble qu'il manquait de quelques missions. Garde une ceinture. Ah, ok. On va aller voir ce qu'il nous dit le dé là-bas. Qui doit être pour Dutch. Lui aussi a changé de fringue. Monsieur le nouveau. Bon, ça va mon ami. Ça va.
My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Pas du tout.
Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur.
Ah.
We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day.
Ok.
It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Bon, on va voir ce qu'on peut faire. Bonjour. Qu'est-ce que tu fous là, toi? Bon, tu veux pas marcher un peu plus vite, Dutch? Merci. Ici, tu vas pas nous montrer cette fameuse crique. Montez sur votre cheval. Hop, et tout beau, tout propre. Allez, montre-nous. Papa la papa. Il avait pas l'air serein avec sa carabine.
Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
A curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here.
Très bien.
You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
Ouais, j'avoue qu'il est pas mal.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your
C'est vrai que c'est pas mal, hein. Plutôt joli. Il a le cheval blanc, lui. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Arthur? C'était moins peuplé quand même. Hein. Ben voilà. Oui, ça c'est une belle question.
But I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course.
Eh ben on va essayer.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble.
On est déjà dans la merde. On est déjà recherché. C'est d'armes et de causer des problèmes dans Rose. Ok, pas d'armes. Un chouchou. Mais tiens, c'est un nouveau chouchou ça. C'est pas le même chouchou. C'est pas le même chouchou d'habitude. C'est pas le même train que d'habitude. Mais on est activement recherché. Le problème est là.
Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we
C'est leur
can't
parler.
sort this out. Easy.
Ouais, c'est tranquille. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait lui?
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy
C'est
Archibald
pratique,
McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You
pas
a
de carte
Scot?
d'identité et tout ça.
Partly. The
En
best
partie.
part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Je peux pas être un scandale.
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man,
and take Archibald with you.
just what I signed up for. Come on,
Allez.
big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away.
On va jouer les
Keep your
sympas.
guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry.
All
Ouais,
right.
j'essaye.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best.
Bah, le cheval il va pas plus vite. Hein.
Wanted for. Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make
C'est pas fumé.
You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
Si, tu l'as dit,
You
tu l'as dit.
said plenty.
Il va me paraître un aveugle.
Idiot. Now get after the others. Come
Oh
on.
le con.
The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train.
Yeah.
Hurry! Get alongside it. Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Allez, boum.
You cop bastard. I didn't do nothing.
Ah non, ça va pas ça.
Let go.
Bon, on sort pas le gun du coup, si j'ai bien compris.
Don't lose them.
You hold it right there.
Je sais pas où il va aller sur le train quand même. Donc ils vont prendre le en otage le. Tant qu'on se fait pas tirer dessus.
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Come on, Mr. Callahan.
Ah non. Oh non, je suis tombé. Oh non. Oh le con. Et merde. Je m'étais bien débrouillé sur le combat. Et je me suis chié. Oh non. Bah je fais quoi là? J'y vais mec. Faut pas avoir peur quand même. Hein. Il a quand même mis plus de temps à...
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Don't lose them.
You're only making it worse. Excuse me. Coming through.
Il est abaissé.
Next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that. Do it. Ah. You sure?
Ah, je me prends des couteaux. Hein.
Try at least.
Waste of
Ah, je peux le prendre peut-être? Ah, je me suis bien fait défoncer la gueule.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Ah, j'ai pris cher. Hein. J'ai pris hyper cher. Je me suis fait casser la gueule.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Allez, c'est rien.
Take him in, come on.
Allez, être... On est recherché.
Well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray.
Chargé. Hop.
There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
Allez, on te suit.
Oh, we'll round him up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and
Okay.
that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir.
Dire que vous m'avez impressionné, monsieur.
I'd
Voilà.
hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields?
Bah, merci
This is
bien.
part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Faire ami-ami avec les
Yes, we
policiers.
are in dire
Voilà.
need of some rain round
On
here,
s'entend
let
bien
me
mieux.
tell you. The Grays have lived in
Même si on est
Caliga
recherché dans la
Hall for
région.
generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own
Très
half the
bien.
businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now.
Si, si, on
Ain't
y
what it
allait,
was
ouais.
before the war, but it has its charms. I'm
On y
sure you
allait.
already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here.
On
Awful
a un petit peu
people,
trop rushé
truly awful. They've been fighting with the
l'exploration.
Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Demandez à la bande de ne pas utiliser d'armes ou de causer des problèmes dans les rôles. Oui, oui, oui. On est au courant.
Whoa,
Mais je crois que c'est trop tard. Hein.
here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very
Oui.
reputable saloon owned by the Gray family.
Ça, c'est de la vraie, de la
We
vraie
also
baraque.
have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train
Très bien, ça.
station, of course.
What
Très bien.
more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna
En
stop
effet.
just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Allez, on va faire ça.
Come on, partner, before he wakes up. Bring him in so we can show Sheriff Gray.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However,
C'est même pas
I
qui
want to
c'est.
thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a
Macintosh.
real pleasure.
Vite.
Mostly
Quand-
good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well,
Ben,
we're
merci.
just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone sadly to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around
And where you staying?
Ah, mais ils se connaissent vraiment.
a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses.
Ils se foutent sur la
falling
gueule.
out, rebel gold, marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like
We can have a little sport. Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was
Carrément.
talk of super agents. Some
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Très bien. Mais nous on les a vus les agents spéciaux.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right.
Eh ben, on va aller voir ça.
Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
Sacrée partie de pêche. Ils étaient partis faire de la pêche en
Have you
effet.
had enough of the chase for one day?
Accepter de pêcher. On peut accepter de pêcher.
Sure, why not?
Allez.
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Et c'est ça, c'est une autre mission après.
Near got bit by a goddamn dog this morning. Not enough food for anyone.
Just how it is around.
Comment j'appelle mon cheval? Ah, il vient tout seul, très bien.
Well,
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
J'utilise pas d'IA, hein. Je les ai juste, comme tout bon américain outlaw de l'époque.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not
Il y a
a
un peu de
creek.
chemin,
It's
et
the
c'est
same
pas une
lake we
série.
camped on, just a
Enfin, une
different
crique.
pipe. It'll be
Ok.
worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too.
Très bien.
It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say
est
it
pas
was
mal.
a worthwhile diversion all around.
Ouais. En effet.
Ah,
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Non.
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in
Ça rappelle
weeks.
pas.
We
Ah, il y a un arbre tout seul là-bas.
Dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now,
Très bonne
if you
question.
wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
Good talk. C'est ici que le train... Ah, c'est ici.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Ah, pas trop loin, quoi. Catalogue, catalogue,
I
catalogue.
saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Ok. On va laisser les chevaux ici. Et on nous empruntera.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
En effet.
Okay. The Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Je l'aurais poussé, perso. Mais...
Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
Enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Get us a bit deeper.
Ah voilà, je me disais bien. On peut être dans une barque. Hein. Ça mérite un mode capture, ça. Je sais plus où on... Mode photo, c'est F6. Voilà, ça mérite une photo, ça. On est dans la flotte, là. Hop. Et sauver à la photo. Parfait. Comment je... J'enlève l'interface, je crois. Voilà. Là, j'aurai la photo. Très bien.
I think here's good. All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
On va prendre la canne à pêche.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big.
J'ai pas d'appât.
Like a sturgeon.
Ah, le lac, c'est parfait pour pêcher les poissons de lac.
Good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
Okay, that was a bite. There, hooked him.
You got a bite. Fish on the line, Arthur.
Là, on enroule. Ça tire, hein. Allez, tu me le prends par contre.
Hey, look at
Et
this
ben voilà.
beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent
vraiment des
Arthur
poissons,
out
hein.
fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Ah, I should have had that one.
What?
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing, when we
Allez,
see a
zoom.
funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his
1,8 kg
hat,
quand même.
bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley, that was nice of you. And he replies, well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Est-ce que là c'est pas mieux? Ah, je peux pas. Quelque chose comme ça? Allez.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Oui, en effet. Hein. On va faire ça combien de temps? Ah, il
Remember
faut que
those
je...
big salmon I caught in Montana last year?
Ah, il faut que je prenne
We had
une
a
heure du
banquet
lac, non?
planned
C'est pas
that
ça?
night until Copper went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well,
Il
look
va
at
être tout
us
petit,
now,
lui.
huh? It could be worse.
Ah, quoique.
Plans change. That's just how life goes.
Nicely done, Arthur.
Tout arc-en-ciel.
Did I ever tell you
Il y a
my
des cas et une
mother's
prise de choix.
buried in Blackwater?
Really?
L'heure du
She
lac.
is?
Apparently so. I only found
Pêche au leurre.
out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia.
Est-ce qu'on peut pas
I left
s'arrêter?
home at 15 and didn't see her again.
La pêche.
She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still,
J'ai pas l'impression qu'ils en pêchent
in
beaucoup.
my
Hein.
own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. Nice, you hooked him.
La 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 la. Allez, viens là. Viens là, petit poisson. Je vais t'arrêter un jour. Activité de
There you
pêche.
go. That's a nice one.
Je sais pas comment je garde autant de poissons.
Keeping that one, eh?
Hey, I reckon we call it a day.
Ah, mais je peux rentrer quand on veut.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
Je pouvais juste me barrer.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be
En
happy.
effet.
Should we head back?
We could keep the boat, not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Bon,
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That
très bien.
fun. Thank you.
Regardez la barque. Ça valait le coup de pas l'acheter. Hein.
Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right.
Et si on avait refusé de faire de la pêche, on n'aurait peut-être pas la barque. Non, mais on veut pas de chanson en fait. Merci.
Ask that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor.
Est-ce que ça vous paraît pas être le moment idéal pour se dire à la prochaine et prendre une miniature pour l'épisode d'après? Regardez-moi ça. Miniature d'épisode prochain. Et en attendant, je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao ciao tout le monde.